In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the WPBakery Page Builder gallery to create image galleries inside your website. There's a lot of different options. We're going to go through all of them. This is part of the WPBakery Page Builder playlist. There's a link to that in the description down below, possibly in a card above. And we're getting started right now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Bjorn from WPLearningLab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your customers, and for your business. If you haven't done so yet and you like WordPress tutorials and tips and tricks, click the subscribe button, then click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. And with that out of the way, if you like deals, check out the half off hosting deal I negotiated for you with InMotion Hosting. Nearly every plan is half off, some are less, but every plan has a discount that you could use for yourself or for your clients or whatever. Feel free to go check that out in the link down below or the card that popped up. And with that out of the way, let's head to this tutorial. To put a WPBakery Page Builder image onto a page, first we have to create a page. It's going to go to Add New inside the WordPress dashboard, and I'm just going to call this Image Gallery. It's not going to write anything in the bottom here. It's going to click on Publish with just the title. Once it's published, I'm going to click on the Front End Editor button right here, because the front end editor is so much easier to work with than the back end editor because it's visual. You can see things updating and changing live right in front of you. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on Add Element here, and among all these elements you see Image Gallery is one of the options. That's the one I'm going to choose for this video. You can add a title for the Image Gallery if you like. If you do the title in here, it's harder to select with CSS for styling later on. I usually like to use a separate title element, but the way you do is up to you. The slider type or the gallery type just displays the slides and transitions between slides differently. Once you have images in your gallery, you can choose the one that you like. I prefer the Flex Slider Fade, Auto Rotate based on number of seconds, 3, 5, 10, 15, or disabled. As you can see, there are arrows on both sides of the slider here, or both sides of the gallery. So if it is set to disabled, the images won't auto rotate and people have to click on the arrows to move back and forth. The image source, we have the options of media library or external links. I'm going to use media library in this case. I'm going to click on this little plus to add images. It's going to select a bunch right here, and then click on add images. And by default, the thumbnail or the image size is set to the thumbnail. If I click on save changes right now, just to have the page update with what we did, we see that they're very pixelated. Doesn't look very good. If I change this to full, the image size options are listed right down below the field right here. If I change that to full, we see the images are much clearer. They're how they're supposed to be. And I'm going to show you a couple cases where you might want to switch what image size you want. You don't always want to use the full in every case. I usually like to have the images open in Pretty Photo if someone clicks on them. I'll show you what that is in just a second. And the CSS animation is how the gallery appears on the page when the page loads or when someone scrolls down to where the gallery is. This little animate button on the right shows a preview of the animation. So if we select one of these, we see a little preview there. So you can select any one of these that you like or none at all. If you don't want a CSS animation, just click on none. We can also add an extra element ID and extra class name for more advanced users who want to style more CSS specifically for that gallery. Most people don't because the gallery does a lot just as it is. I'm going to click on close here. And if I click on any of these images, it pops up in that Pretty Photo that I was talking about. And this is what that looks like. It's basically a gallery within the gallery because now you can also go back and forth between images. You see the thumbnails at the bottom, click on the play button, and it should auto rotate between the images. There's the auto rotation. So it might be overkill, might not be what you need because it's basically a gallery within a gallery, like I said. So it might not be what you want, but you do have that option available to you. If you don't want that Pretty Photo, just go to where that option is, either have none, or link to a large image, or open a custom link, whichever one you need in your case. Now, if we scale down the size of this, we can fit this gallery into any row or column size that we want. So let's put it in the 2/3 plus 1/3. I'm going to move it into the 1/3 column by hovering over the 4-way arrow here. Just drag and drop it into the 1/3 column. As you can see, it's quite small, but we're still loading the full-size image in this case. This is where I would recommend that you change the image size to thumbnail. Or if it's a little too big for thumbnail, a little too small for thumbnail, change it to medium or something else besides full, because that will load a smaller image, which will load your website faster. And that's really all there is to image galleries. You can plop them wherever you want, you can move them around, and if you have trouble getting your image to appear clearly, then you have to change the full /thumbnail /medium /large option, or set a specific pixel size and width that you want. And now that you know how to use the image gallery, just make one, play around with it until you get the look that you want. It's super simple, you don't have to do a lot of CSS at all. There are some design options in this tab here, all the regular design options that all WPBakery Page Builder elements have, just padding and border and things like that, so nothing too special. And now add some image galleries to your site. So that's how easy it is. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe, then hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Check out the half off for hosting deal in the description down below, and possibly in the card that popped up if I had any remaining cards. And next up is clicking one of these videos that popped up on the right hand side so you can get even better at WordPress. Until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.